Happy 4th of July, everybody. You might hear some fireworks behind us in the distance. Everybody's celebrating across the land. Even the Queen of Hearts is in a good mood today. But I want to tell you that July the 4th, for those who are not American, also, according to the National Day calendar, it's also Alice in Wonderland Day. And I wanted to do a food-inspired menu that might include salad or sparrows because they're two hot items to serve on July the 4th if you're celebrating the American holiday. But I came up with something a little different in my research. I went to the Disney movie for Alice in Wonderland and I combined some different ideas. I'm going to give you a full 3-course meal. It's going to have an appetizer, it's going to have a main, it's going to have a dessert, and we're going to have a beverage because this bottle here, it says drink me, but I just don't know. So let's get started. Hello, my fantastical mortal soul. This is Venus Callida here with a lovely Riddle-Me Din Din to celebrate Alice in Wonderland edition. And also because it's not just the 4th of July for some of us. So it's Alice in Wonderland Day 2, and whether you're American or not, you can have a party today. Either way, or combine all of it into one big party. It's a fabulous menu I've got in store for you, so let's not waste any more time. Here comes round 1. Riddle me this. Blurred vision and memories fade. Too much of me, the price is paid. What am I? Do 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 do. Do 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 ba-na-na-na-na. Riddle number 2. Sour and bright, my juice can sting. I cleanse and flavor with zesty zing. So zing, what am I? Do 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 do. Ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-na-na-na. Riddle number 3. I wear seeds outside. My color is red. In jams or on cakes, I'm joyfully spread. What am I? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Riddle number 4. I am a long green-skinned fruit with watery flesh, usually eaten in salads or pickled. What am I? Da da ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 do 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 da 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 ba da 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 noop noop noop. All right, riddle number 5. Some people say I'm an excellent source of a vitamin sailors used against scurvy. Of course. What am I? Ba da 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 ba da da. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba, ba-da-da-da-da. Riddle number 6. I'm a shrub with tiny flowers of a pale blue color with a hint of mauve. Some people say my scent helps ease their headaches and I help them fall asleep. What am I? Tick, tock, tick, tick, tock, tickety tock, tock, tick, tickety tock, tock, tick, tock, tickety tock, tock. Let's review and find out how many of these puzzles you were able to solve. In riddle number 1, blurred vision and memories fade. Too much of me, the price is paid. What am I? Alcohol. And in this case, we're going to need 1 part cognac for this recipe. Riddle number 2, sour and bright, my juice can sting. I cleanse with flavor and a zesty zing. What am I? Lemon, and we're going to need 3 parts lemonade. 1 part cognac, 3 parts lemonade into your cup. Here we go. Riddle number 3. I wear seeds outside. My color is red. In jams or on cakes, I'm joyfully spread. What am I? Strawberries. Let's get a whole little, I think call it a pint. Get that whole little crate. Riddle number 4. I am a long green-skinned fruit with watery flesh, usually eaten in salads or pickled. What am I? Cucumber. We'll need cucumber slices. Lots of them. Cut up a whole cucumber. Riddle number 5. Some people say I'm an excellent source of a vitamin sailors used against scurvy. Of course, what am I? Orange. Orange slices will be needed. Cut up a whole bunch. Riddle number 6. I'm a shrub with tiny flowers of pale blue color with a hint of mauve. Some people say my scent helps ease their headaches, and I help them fall asleep. What am I? Fresh lavender. First serving. Get 1 sprig for each cup. All right. So Venus, you may ask, what does this make? It's the Jabberwocky. It's a lovely party drink. Let's get this started first so we can sip on it while we do the rest of the puzzles. Yeah, let's do it. So first, in making individual cocktails, fill the glass with some ice, pour in 1 part cognac, 3 parts lemonade, add 2 strawberries, 3 cucumber slices, an orange slice, and a sprig of lavender. If you're making a pitcher, then pour 1 part cognac, 3 parts lemonade, half a carton of strawberries, half a cucumber, all sliced in slices, and 2 oranges sliced. Chill and serve over ice, putting the lavender sprig into each glass as you serve. Now that we have our beverage, let's get to an appetizer. We're getting it going right now. Here comes round 2, part A. Riddle me this. I'm a semi-solid food prepared from fermented milk. What am I? Do 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 ba da da da. Riddle number 2. What do you get when you cross a hen with a guitar? New 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 new. Riddle number 3. I'm long and green and can be found in salads. Munch on me to eat your water. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 4. I am round or oval with brown or purple skin. You may cry when you peel me. I grow underground. What am I? Okay, now rule number 5. My other name is Scallion. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 6. What do you call a pickle you got at a cheap price? Dad joke time, dad joke time. Ooh. Riddle number 7. I am the unsung hero of the kitchen, always adding that extra zest to a dish. What am I? Na na, ba na 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 na, ba na 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 na, ba na na na, bum bum bum, ba na, ba na 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 na, ba na 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 na, ba na 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 na. Riddle number 8. In Leonardo da Vinci's painting, The Last Supper, a container of me was spilled by Judas's elbow, and so spilling me became associated with dishonest, treachery, and bad luck. What am I? Na 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 na, ba na na na, ba na 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 na, ba na na na, ba na ba ba na ba 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 ba. Riddle number 9. I am oval and yellow. I have a very sour taste. I come from hot countries. I can be made into juice. What am I? Do 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 bum bum ba da 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 ba da ba bum ba da ba. All right, my very precious mortal soul, let's review and see how much you could figure out. In riddle number 1, I'm a semi-solid food prepared from fermented milk. What am I? Greek yogurt will need 16 ounces. Riddle number 2, what do you get when you cross a hen with a guitar? A chicken that plucks itself. Ha ha. We'll need 8 ounces of chicken broth for this recipe. Riddle number 3. I am long and green and can be found in salads. Munch on me to eat your water. What am I? cucumbers, and you'll need 2 hothouse cucumbers seeded and chopped. Riddle number 4. I'm a round or oval with brown or purple skin. You may cry when you peel me, and I grow underground. What am I? Onions. And we're going to need a half cup of white onions chopped up. The onions shaped like a ball. All right. Riddle number 5. My other name is scallions. What am I? I call these spring onions. Some people call them green onions. They're the long, skinny ones. We'll need 6 green spring onions, white and green parts chopped. So you can eat the whole thing. I just take off the very bottom with the little roots, throw them away, and I chop off the very top. Get rid of any wilted piece at the top. And that's it. Everything else is edible. Riddle number 6. What do you call a pickle you got at a cheap price? It's a sweet dill. Dill, a sweet dill. Anyways, 2 tablespoons of dill will be required. Riddle number 7. I am the unsung hero of the kitchen, always adding that extra zest to a dish. What am I? It's parsley, Italian parsley. We'll need 2 tablespoons of Italian parsley for this recipe. Riddle number 8. In Leonardo da Vinci's painting, The Last Supper, a container of me was spilled by Judas's elbow, and so spilling me became associated with dishonesty, treachery, and bad luck. What am I? Salt. We'll need 2 teaspoons of salt for this recipe. Riddle number 9. I am oval and yellow. I have a very sour taste. I come from hot countries. I can be made into juice. What am I? It's the lemon, and we'll need a half cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. That will take about 4 average-sized lemons for this recipe. So Venus, you will wonder, what does this make? Chilled cucumber soup. I love chilled soups. Please give this a try. Have no mind. But I can't give you the instructions till we get the ingredients for part B. So let's get to it. Here comes round 2, part B. Riddle me this. I am a slightly sour, thick liquid made from milk and added bacteria. What could I be? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. I change colors as I ripen. I'm inedible right off the tree, and 90% of me become pressed into oil. What am I? Riddle number 3. I'm a dark, sweet liquid, matured in wooden barrels and drizzled over salads. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 4. I am green and shaped like a pear. I have a huge seed inside it and I taste creamy. What am I? Da na 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 pew 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 na 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 na. Riddle number 5. What is a pig's favorite song? All right, my precious mortal soul, let's review and see how much of this you could solve. In riddle number 1, I'm a slightly sour, thick liquid made from milk and added bacteria. What could I be? Greek yogurt. And we need 4 small spoonfuls of Greek yogurt for this recipe. Riddle number 2, I change colors as I ripen. I'm inedible right off the tree. 90% of me becomes pressed into oil. What am I? Olive oil. We'll just need a drizzle of it. Riddle number 3, I'm a dark, sweet liquid matured in wooden barrels and drizzled over salads. What am I? Balsamic vinegar. We'll need just a drizzle. Riddle number 4, I am green and shaped like a pear. I have a huge seed inside of me and I taste creamy. What am I? It's 1 avocado. Riddle number 5. What is a pig's favorite song? Don't go bacon my heart. Bacon. Don't go bacon my heart. Instead of breaking. Anyways, we'll need 3 to 4 strips of cherry wood smoked bacon, cooked and crumbled. Look, any bacon will do, really. So Venus, you may query, what does this make? It's the garnish for the chilled cucumber soup, what you're going to put on top. Here's how to prepare this wonderful appetizer. Using a blender or a handheld immersion blender, blend the first 8 ingredients until it's smooth. Chill for at least 4 hours, but 8 is best. So do this overnight. Stir in the lemon juice just before serving. Garnish with the avocado bacon crumbles and a drizzle of olive oil and balsamic vinegar and a spoonful of Greek yogurt on top. I would dollop the yogurt first, and even if you don't want it to like drop to the bottom, just like spoon it into a tablespoon and like then use a different tablespoon to push it onto the layer. Just do it slowly, push it down onto the top, and then throw the other things on top. And I also find that for visual effect, if I drizzle the olive oil in one direction in a zigzag and then do the balsamic in the other zigzag direction, it just looks nice. And you can serve it with a crusty bread. Yum! We've got things started, so let's keep it going. We need a main, so here comes round number 3. Riddle me this. Why was the Easter egg hiding? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. Only 10% of me become edible fruits. The rest are pressed for cooking. What am I? Riddle number 3. Italians dip bread into my dark, sweet liquid as an appetizer. What could I be? Riddle number 4. What is Dracula's least favorite bread? Riddle number 5. I think Scarborough Fair is Simon and Garfunkel's most haunting song. Guess why? Do 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 ba-da-da-da-da do 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 beep bitty 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 beep. Riddle number 6. It's easy to eat too much of me, which can result in bloated stomach, swollen hands and feet, and overall water retention. What could I be? Riddle number 7. I'm an edible seed that comes from pine cones. What could I be? Riddle number 8. In a Greek salad, I'm never alone. Salty and white, I'm often crumbled on a throne. What am I? Riddle number 9. You can find me stuffed into olives or coated in sugar at weddings. What am I? Riddle number 10. I'm the MVP of the fruit bowl and the star in winemaking. What am I? Riddle number 11. My species of tree are between 20 to 40 million years old, proven by fossils found in Italy though humans only started cultivating me about 7,000 years ago in the Mediterranean. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 12. I'm a dark liquid made from freshly crushed grape juice and all the skins, seeds, and stems. Ooh! Ooh! Hang on. There's fireworks. Happy 4th of July, everybody. We're just gonna give it a moment because somebody aimed them right at my window. That's such a lovely neighbor I have. Anyways, happy 4th of July! And back to our riddles. Riddle number 13. I might be crusty or quite soft, eyes up in the oven's loft. What am I? Na 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 ba da 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 na 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 ba na 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 ba na 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 na. Riddle number 14. What did Voldemort say about his misproportioned lasagna? Oh, it's a dad joke. Ba na 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 na. Alright, my wonderful mortal soul, let's get cracking. Let's solve these riddles and get the ingredients. Why was the Easter egg hiding? It was a little chicken. Bok bok. We'll need 3 to 4 pieces of boneless, skinless chicken breast for this recipe. In riddle number 2, only 10% of meat became edible fruits. The rest are pressed for cooking. What am I? Olive oil, and we'll need a 1/4 cup. In riddle number 3, Italians dip bread into my dark sweet liquid as an appetizer. Oh my goodness, what could it be? A 1/4 cup balsamic vinaigrette. My goodness, everybody, I'm so sorry, but the festivities must go on, and if you are American, you would appreciate that these fireworks are going off in honor of 4th of July, and the Canadians up north, they're having their Canadian birthday as well. So, without further ado, I am just so sorry, but they are actually aiming them at my window, and they're like bursting 5 feet from that window. That's why we're hearing it. I'm so sorry. All right. So we've got our boneless, skinless chicken breast. We've got our olive oil. We have our 1/4 cup balsamic vinaigrette. What is Dracula's least favorite bread? Garlic bread. I bet you knew it. We need 1 large garlic clove for this recipe. Riddle number 5. I think Scarborough Fair is Simon and Garfunkel's most haunting song. Guess why? Because I still wonder, did parsley save rosemary in time? Parsley save rosemary in and thyme time? LOL. I know, it's a dad joke. We'll need 1 rosemary sprig for this recipe. Happy holidays! Riddle number 6. It's easy to eat too much of me, which can result in bloated stomach, swollen hands and feet, and overall water retention. What could I be? Sea salt. We need about 4 grinds per piece of chicken. Now, if you're like me, I tend to skip adding salt to my recipes because of high blood pressure, but it's up to you. A tiny little pinch will do. Riddle number 7. I'm an edible seed that comes from pine cones. What am I? Pine nuts. And we'll need 1 box of toasted pine nuts couscous for this recipe. Riddle number 8. In a Greek salad, I'm never alone, salty and white. I'm often crumbled on a throne. What am I? Feta cheese. We'll need 2 ounces of good feta cheese for this recipe. Riddle number 9. You can find me stuffed into olives or coated in sugar at weddings. What am I? It's Marcona almonds. We'll need 1 tablespoon Marcona almonds chopped for this recipe. Riddle number 10. I'm the MVP of the fruit bowl and the star in winemaking. What am I? Red grapes. We'll need 1 large bunch of red grapes for this recipe. In riddle number 11, my species of tree are between 20 to 40 million years old, proven by fossils found in Italy. Though humans only started cultivating me about 7,000 years ago in the Mediterranean, what am I? Olive oil. We'll need 2 tablespoons of olive oil for this recipe. In riddle number 12, I'm a dark liquid made from freshly crushed grape juice with all the skins, seeds, and stems included, and have an intense flavor. What am I? It's balsamic vinaigrette, and we'll need 2 tablespoons. Riddle number 13, I might be crusty or quite soft. I rise up in the oven's loft. Oh my. Happy holidays. What am I? Crusty bread. Riddle number 14, what did Voldemort say about his misproportioned lasagna? I've got a lot of ricotta. Ricotta or whole milk for this recipe. I think instead of Avada Kedavra, it's a lot of ricotta. Anyways, I thought it was funny. So Venus, you may ponder, what does this make? It's a deconstructed chicken salad. Good thing they needed the flamingos for croquet. Am I right? Here's how to prepare it. Pour the olive oil and balsamic vinaigrette in a large Ziploc bag. Add garlic clove, rosemary sprig, and the sea salt. Rinse the chicken and pat dry with paper towel. Add the chicken to marinade and massage it into it thoroughly coat all sides. Marinate for about 40 minutes in the fridge, then move to the counter for the last 20 minutes to rest. Rinse and pat dry 1 large bunch of red seedless grapes. It's easier to grill if you keep them in one bunch all together. Don't take them off the vine. But you want to end up with 1 stem for each piece of chicken. Toss the grapes in a bowl with 2 tablespoons olive oil and 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinaigrette, moving around to thoroughly coat. Marinate this for 1 hour. Cook the couscous according to the package directions and set it aside. Grill the chicken at about 375 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes, turning it around only once until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. Move the chicken and grill the marinated grapes for about 3 minutes or until they bursting open. Drizzle the olive oil on thick bread slices and grill until nicely toasty. Serve the chicken over the couscous and sprinkle with the chopped Marcona almonds and crumbled feta cheese. Top with the grapes. Serve with grilled bread smothered with ricotta cheese beside it. It's really good. So basically you're seeing the big bunch of grapes just sitting there right on top of the whole pile. Like make the pile. Okay? The couscous, the meat, the stuff, the grapes, and on the side, the mound of ricotta cheese on the grilled bread. It is delicious and so filling and a wonderful thing to have on a summer party. Well, there you have it, Msoul. A great menu for a great summer party. But wait, if you know me well, I can't leave you without a dessert. So we've got a bonus round. Here we go. Riddle me this. What do you do when the doctor tells you that your glucose is higher than normal? Do 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 da bum bum ba da 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 da. Riddle number 2. What kind of plant do you need to bake a cake? Da 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 da. Happy July 4th. I hope you like the fireworks there. Apparently our budget has expanded for this episode. Riddle number 3. I'm used to increase the volume and lighten the texture of baked goods by releasing carbon dioxide gas into the batter. What am I? Do 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 do. Banana. Woo! Oh my, riddle number 4. I neutralize bitterness in flavors and bring forward the sweetness in baked goods. What could I be? Ba-na, ba-na-na-na, ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da. Riddle number 5. I'm a type of dairy product, but I'm not milk. I can be spread on toast, but I'm not jelly. I can be added to popcorn, but I'm not salt. What am I? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Riddle number 6. I'm wet, but I'm not sunscreen. I'm stored in the fridge, but I'm not yogurt. I'm added to breakfast cereal, but I'm not sugar. What could I be? Do 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 ba-da-na-na-na. Riddle number 7. Which nut makes a great detective, and why? Na 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 ba-na-na-na-na ba-na-na-na ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Riddle number 8. What does a chicken say instead of good? Bak bak, banana bak bak, banana bak bak, banana bak 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 bak, bak banana bak bak, banana bak bak, banana. Riddle number 9. I'm heart-shaped and red and arrive in the spring. I grow on a vine. My flavor will make your heart sing. What am I? Do 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 do. Ba-da-do-do, ba-dum-bum, ba-da-da-da, da-do, ba-do, ba-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do. Riddle number 10. Which nut makes the flavor in marzipan? Do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm so sorry for that, but I ran out of socks. All right, my lovely, probably hungry mortal soul, this has been a long one, but a good one. Let's review and free up those recipe ingredients. In riddle number 1, what do you do when the doctor tells you that your glucose is higher than normal? You go home and you shift the jar of sugar to the lower shelf. Ba-dum-bum. We'll need 2 cups of sugar for this recipe. Riddle number 2, what kind of plant do you need to bake a cake? A flour. Haven't you heard? Flour. We'll need 3 1/4 cups of flour for this recipe. Riddle number 3, I'm used to increase the volume and lighten the texture of baked goods by releasing carbon dioxide gas into the batter. What am I? Baking powder. I'll need 2½ teaspoons of baking powder for this recipe. Riddle number 4, I neutralize bitterness in flavors and bring forward the sweetness in baked goods. What could I be? Salt, and we'll need 1 teaspoon of salt. Riddle number 5, I'm a type of dairy product, but I'm not milk. I can be spread on toast, but I'm not jelly. I can be added to popcorn, but I am not salt. What am I? It's unsalted butter, and we'll need 3/4 cup unsalted butter soft for this recipe, so just leave it out. Leave it out of the fridge so it can get soft. Riddle number 6, I am wet, but I am not sunscreen. I am stored in the fridge, but I'm not yogurt. I'm added to breakfast cereal, but I'm not sugar. What am I? Milk. We need 1 1/2 cups of milk at room temperature. Riddle number 7, which nut makes a great detective and why? Almonds, because they always crack their cases. Hee hee. We'll need a 1/2 tablespoon of almond extract for this recipe. Riddle number 8, what does a chicken say instead of good? Excellent. Excellent. Excellent instead of X's eggs. We'll need 4 large farm fresh eggs for this recipe. Hee hee. Riddle number 9, I'm heart-shaped and red and arrive in the spring. I grow on a vine. My flavor will make your heart sing. What am I? It's strawberries. We need 1 1/2 cups fresh strawberries, washed, dried, and chopped. Riddle number 10, which nut makes the flavor in marzipan? Almond. And you're going to need almond frosting, and there's a recipe below. So Venus, you will want to ask, and why not, what does this make? Fit for a queen. This is the recipe for painting the roses red cupcakes. And here's what you need to do. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Line 2 muffin tins with the cupcake liners and lightly spray with nonstick spray. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the sugar, flour, baking powder, and salt. Add the butter to the mixture and beat until it looks sandy. Combine the milk and almond extract and add to the mixer. Mix on low speed until incorporated fully. Don't forget to scrape the bowl as you go so that everything gets down into the bottom. Crack the eggs into a bowl. This way you won't accidentally get eggshells in your cake batter. With the mixer running on low, add the eggs one at a time. Make sure each is incorporated before adding the next one. Add the chopped fresh strawberries to the batter and mix until incorporated. Don't overmix though. Pour your batter into your prepared cake pans. Softly bang the bottom of the pans against the countertop to help settle the batter evenly in the pan. Bake for 23 to 25 minutes or until the toothpick inserted in the center of a cupcake will come out clean. Remove tins from the oven and place on racks. Cool for 5 minutes, then remove from the pan and let them cool completely before you frost them. Make the almond frosting. I've got a recipe below. You're going to spoon half of the frosting into a pastry bag filled with a Wilton number 2D large drop flour piping tip, if you know what that means. If not, get a Ziploc bag, cut one little corner off, and just throw it all in and squeeze from there. Squeeze the air out of the bag, and then starting in the center of a cupcake, squeeze the top of the bag to pipe out frosting, moving your hand carefully around the cupcake about twice. So you start in the center of the cupcake, and then you draw like a circle around a circle, like a swirl around a circle, going outwards from the inside. Do not twist your wrist. Just watch a video if you're not sure. I think you could do this, no problem. Next, use a red edible spray paint. You can get it at a grocery store in the baking aisle, or like food coloring, to paint the roses red. Leave some white, spray paint some all the way red, and leave most partially painted. Anyways, so it looks like you did a bad paint job of trying to make this white icing look red after you've already piped it onto the cupcake. Make sure it's kind of like the one in my hair. Missed spots on purpose. You got to do it on purpose. So it looks like it comes from Queen of Hearts garden, like the ones around us here. Yeah. That's what we're going for. Okay. We want that poorly painted effect. Anyways, so Msoul. I know that some of you may not know where to get almond frosting. And I know I'm going to let you off the hook because I know some of you, like Kendall Lover out there, doesn't like to have a million riddles over and over again. So this has been a big one. So I'm just going to let you off the hook and just tell you how to make the almond frosting right here, right now. What you're going to need is 6 cups of powdered sugar, a cup or 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, and a teaspoon of almond extract and 4 tablespoons of milk. First, you cream together the powdered sugar and softened butter in an electric mixer. Start with 2 cups of powdered sugar and a half a stick of butter, alternating the additions a bit at a time so that it's thoroughly mixed before you add more. Next, you're going to slowly incorporate the almond extract and the milk. Beat until it's smooth. Add additional milk or powdered sugar if needed. So if it looks like it's too wet, put a bit more of the sugar. If it looks too dry, put a bit more of the milk. Well, also don't forget to taste it. Taste testing is always good. It's always needed. Yeah, that was my favorite part. All right, well, there you have it, my adventurous mortal soul. Happy 4th of July. May your fireworks be as bright as mine were loud. And happy Alice in Wonderland Day. Either way, gather up your favorite peeps, your favorite pets, and have a great evening, everybody. Have a party. Try out these recipes. Tell me in the comments which ones you loved, and if you did anything different to personalize it and make it better. I'd love to know. And have a great evening. Have a wonderful holiday. This is Venus Callida. Party on, Msoul. And I'll see you next time.